Welcome to Study Room KE, a platform where we demystify learning. And I would really like to thank everyone for this. Guys that have subscribed, guys that have commented on on the different platform, on different videos that we've uploaded. We are really grateful. And remember to share our videos with different guys so that the message is able to get home. Now, I would like us to talk about that is facing the world currently, and that is the famous coronavirus. The coronavirus, this is a particular virus that is really ravaging economy. It's affecting everything that we are doing. It has reduced us to people that are staying indoors, because by any chance you find yourself outside and you are socializing with people, then definitely you are helping in the spread of the virus. Therefore, what are the take homes? What are we supposed to do to make sure that we are safe? One, you must make sure that you wash your hands with soap and water or alcohol-based hand rub, or cover nose and mouth when coughing and sneezing with tissue or flexed elbow. Remember thoroughly to cook your meat and eggs, and remember no protected contact with live wild or farm animals is also very important. Cover nose, mouth when coughing and sneezing with tissue or flexed elbow. Avoid close contact with anyone with cold or flu-like symptoms. If by any chance you experience the symptoms, that is dry cough or a headache, remember first of all to call the hospital, and after that they are going to give you the best way possible. Social distancing is a factor to all this. Make sure that you stay at home. When you stay at home, we are going definitely to control this particular pandemic. Together we are going to be safe. So today I want us to have social relation and cultural activities, and this particular presentation is going to be done by a new voice. And so welcome and enjoy the lesson.
Now, social relations and cultural activities, it is a very important subtopic in our learning and education system in Kenya, and it is a topic that is enabling us to interact with various cultures of different communities in our nation, and also to learn different activities that are done by various tribes which are found in our country, Kenya. The family, this is a group of people that are related by blood, marriage, or adoption. And on our right side, we can be able to see a picture that is showing a family as a group of people, and I repeat, related by blood, marriage, or adoption. Types of families, there are two main types of families. Number one, nuclear family. This is a family which is made up of a father, mother, and children, or a husband and a wife married. Extended family is made up of a nuclear family and the relatives. And we should also know we have a single parent family, which is a special nuclear family. And the pictures on your right, they should help you to internalize each and every information that is on the screen. Needs of the family members. These are items needed in order to facilitate life. One, we have basic needs. These are the main needs required. They are also called primary needs or fundamental needs. Examples of basic needs required include food, shelter, and clothing. Secondary needs. These are items which are needed to add comfort to our lives. Examples of secondary needs include health care, education, security, and entertainment. Responsibilities of family members. Number one, we have the responsibilities of parents. Provides basic needs to the family. Number two, should guide and counsel the children in the family. Number three, should set a good example in the family to be emulated. Number 4, should protect their family. 5, should take good care of family property. Last but not least, ensure some of the needful secondary ones are given to the children. Responsibilities of children. 1, should help their parents in carrying out household chores. 2, should obey and respect their parents. Number 3, they should work hard in school and achieve their goals. Finally, they should take care of their family property. Meaning of marriage. Marriage is a mutual agreement between a mature man and a woman willing to live together as a husband and a wife. Now, for this marriage to be very strong, the following traits are needed to exist between the husband and the wife. We have love should be demonstrated, respect should be achieved, faithfulness is also another virtue that is very important, cooperation with one another, it should be very vital, and finally there should be a lot of tolerance between the husband and the wife. Importance of institution of marriage, or why is this institution very important to our lives? It is a source of companionship. The husband and the wife help one another. It is also the base for building family life. That is where life begins as a unity. It also cultivates a sense of responsibility to the parents. In other words, the husband is responsible to his action, and also the wife is also responsible to her actions. Enables the continuity of generation. It means it allows procreation. As a country, Kenya, the constitution, or our constitution, has highlighted the systems of marriages which we are supposed to emulate and even embrace in our daily activities. We have customary marriage, which is also called traditional type of marriage. We have civil marriage. And also we have religious marriage. These are the three systems of marriages which are highlighted in our constitution. To begin with, customary marriage. This is a type of marriage that is organized based on our traditional or our cultural practices. And remember, these cultures, they vary from one community to another. In this type of marriage, we have exchange of gifts as a sign of acceptance between the husband and the wife. This type of marriage also allows polygamy, and that is, it allows people to, the husband to marry as many wives as you can be able to feed them. Certificate is given to the couples once it is legalized by the Office of Attorney General. Civil marriage is also another type of marriage which is allowed in Kenya, and this type of marriage is presided over by the officers from the Office of Attorney General or the District Commissioner or any other person who has been given that authority by the Office of Attorney General, for example, the magistrate. In this type of marriage, a 3-week public notice is given, or 21 days just for publicity. In this type of marriage also, a certificate is issued once vows are exchanged between the husband and the wife. And this type of marriage advocates for monogamy, that one is only supposed to have one wife and one husband. Religion or religious marriage is another type of marriage which is also conducted in Kenya, and it is allowed by our constitution. And under religion, remember, we have various religions in this nation of Kenya. We have Islamic religion, we have Hinduism, then we have Christianity. In this type of marriage, it is conducted by a religious leader, and the husband and the wife, they are supposed to exchange vows, which is done in mosques. Others they do it in churches, and others they do it in temples. A marriage certificate is awarded to the couples, and lastly, it advocates for monogamy except the Muslim religion, which allows up to 4 wives.
And now let's talk about succession.
And right now, after the family has acquired property, they have built together the family, there is another part of life, which is succession and inheritance of family wealth. How should this wealth be divided among the children in case the two spouses, God has blessed them with the children? Number one, we have the law of succession, which regulates the distribution of a person's property. And this property that is left behind by a deceased parent is called estate. And for this parent to be able to embrace all his children, there is a special document which he's supposed to write. That document is called a will. And sometimes the spouses might pass on before writing the will. Then it means the property is supposed to be given to an elderly person, but mostly this person should be a lawyer. This person is known as a public trustee, and in order for him to be able to take care of this property, he is supposed to be given a letter of administration by the office of Attorney General that he is in charge of the property until the children matures up. Traditional forms of education is another subtopic that is also very educative to our lives. Education in the past was highly respected by the whole community, and it was very vital because it prepared the youth for future roles. This education in the past started immediately the child was born. And remember, when children are given birth to, some are boys and others are girls. So, in the past, these two genders of people, they were taught different skills because they had to assume different roles in their lives. The youths were taught mainly by their grandparents, they were taught by parents, they were taught by respected members of the society. They learned also through the following methods: apprenticeship, or being attached to an expert. For example, for you to become a good hunter, you are supposed to be attached to an expert who is skilled in that arena. Storytelling is also another method of education that was used by the people in the past, which is also still used in today's education system. We also had observation and imitation, whereby a boy or a girl was supposed to observe what the mother or the father is doing, and later on he or she is able to emulate the same. Attending traditional ceremonies and festivals. Remember, in the past we had major events which were marked by a ceremony, and children were invited, mostly in wedding ceremonies or in marriage ceremonies, because they learned a lot in such kind of gatherings. Lastly, people in the past, they were supposed to use wise sayings like the proverbs, there was the short skits, in order to educate these children and ensure that they have acquired virtues that will help them in their day-to-day activities. In the modern society, now the school is being managed by various people, and in schools we have the school management committee. Now, the school management committee plays a very big role in education sector by ensuring that the funds are received from the ministry, they are used in the right way. Sometimes the school management committee recruits and sometimes dismisses school workers. The school committee, on the other hand, implements development projects within the school, like construction of classes, construction of laboratories, and finally the school committee is supposed to maintain the standards and the traditions of the school. Pupils, they are part and parcel of the school management, and therefore they have their own roles in ensuring that the school errands, they are to the climax. For example, children are supposed to obey the school rules and regulations. It is a good practice that these children are supposed to attend all their lessons without skipping any. They are supposed to take part in games and sports, because it is in these games and sports where their talents are nurtured, and they also identify their capacity in various games. Also ensure the school environment is clean. In other words, they become responsible people by sweeping the classes, by sweeping the school compound, by conserving the environment, by ensuring that everything is in order and there is no litter. Finally, the children are supposed to take serious their studies. Remember, that is the bottom line of everything. As much as these children are supposed to participate in games and sports, at the end of the day, they should give us good results, and therefore they need to be very serious in their studies. Now, from the topics or subtopics that we have learned under social and cultural activities, we have very good questions which are just ahead of this information, and I want you to look at them keenly, and I believe they are going to help you to understand this topic very well. Otherwise, I want to say thank you. I've been your host, Zadok Otinga Amakoye.